Drops up to the right-hand side for Van Warmer and ends up back with Earhart. Shot stepped in off the post from Fawcett. The outside of the pipe and the puck clears the zone. And Tyson Fawcett, really no more for his speed, but showing that he's got a little bit of power in that slap shot of his as Storm will peel around in their own zone. Outlet pass off the boards. Melton drops that one off for Thompson. Ends up in the hands of Johnny Curran. Outlets it for Yanni Larkin and back to Curran. Now he's got some speed behind him. Curran's going to drive the net. Backhander into the glove of Bakashua, juggles it into his pads, and he'll hang on for the whistle. And that's exactly what we were saying, Paul, about the Blaze attacking the line through this trio with speed, led by Johnny Curran.
And you can see there the plan is quite simple. It's get it back to Curran. He builds up a head of steam and he just goes straight for the net. At most he'll throw a dig. He's not going to do many loops around the outside. He's going for it, and it's working for him.
Hamannik will drop that one off for Ferrara. Blaze have a chance here through a screen provided by Larkin, and it was in the logo though for Bakashua. Couldn't see it though and couldn't keep hold of it. Here is Ferrara again. Chance in the back door if he can find the man. Couldn't pick out Halbert. Might have come via the defenseman's stick. Either way, the Blaze had a golden opportunity on their plate. They just couldn't take it as Hamannik can settle things down for the Blaze. Hard pass off the stick of Ferrara. Swing and a miss as he gets checked. That loose puck back in the Blaze zone with Halbert. Outlets it to Larkin and Blaze have a 3-on-2. Larkin will find Curran, backhand, rebound, they score! Ferrara picks up the garbage in front of goal and stuffs it top shelf. The Blaze score in transition, and for that line, Stu, that's becoming their MO.
Yeah, it's one that you often see. You'll see the energy coming in here, and it's great. As we were saying, Curran does the hard work. Ferrara's there to shoot, Larkin is there to provide it, and yeah, this is commentary provided by Stu's evil twin.
To the last 30 seconds of the first period. Halbert sends a pass up for Yanni Larkinen. And the Manchester Storm will pick the pocket and come up by Simmons. Little pass down low, chance for Hamilton. He backhands it towards the net. It comes out behind CJ Mott. He sat on it, and the Manchester Storm have lugged it home, only to be waved out by Smith. He's indicated that he wants to review it. There is no tech available.
So you can see the movements around there. It's actually behind CJ Mott's legs. They're trying to work out where it's going to there. The fact he's waved it out on the ice and doesn't have a TV review available is going to make this a very interesting conversation for the next minute or two.
No, it really does, and this puts the pressure on the officials. As we have a great deal of tension actually in the relatively sparsely populated Skydome Arena. All eyes on the referee's D, and they have waved that one off. And Dean Smith will be explaining to Ross Venus and the captain Dallas Earhart why they've done that. As Critchlow tries to drop that off, back into the hands of the Blaze with Joey Ratz, who just about keeps that away from Fawcett. Kivalati plays a 3-on-2. Chance for Eichstätt, he shoots, blocked on the way through, it's come out, but the Manchester Storm first to it. Outlet pass, finds a man down the left-hand side, chance on a breakaway, CJ Mott just about got a piece of it. It's Curtis Hamilton showing why 4-on-4 is so exciting, end-to-end stuff, as both teams are back to full strength. That was a good chance for the Manchester Storm, 2 minutes having gone in the period, Paul.
Absolutely.
Face off to the left, won by the Blaze scrappily. Ryan Penny has the puck behind the net. Eichstätt wants it. Eichstätt will get it. Manages to dig nicely around Gulliver too. He'll set up a shot here. It's blocked on the way through. Loose puck is there between the legs of Wilson. Blaze digging for it. It's like a rugby scrum. Russell gets hit hard into the backboards by Simmons. Manages to keep his feet. Can he get the puck? Gets checked again, Sam Russell. But does a nice job of freeing that puck up for the Blaze. Now will get scooped up and out by the Storm. They weathered the pressure quite nicely from the Blaze on that shift. Penny will try from Bludoff. Tries to deke, he does, nice job from Bludoff! And a good save from the goalie, the puck is still there. One timer from Ratz down low, comes off a body in front. And the Manchester Storm, under the cosh a little, they'll break up ice. Gulliver drops to the net for a big chance, and Mott makes a save on the goal line. As Simmons tried to get his own rebound, and suddenly things hotting up here, Paul. Face-off won by the Storm. Set up with Earhard over to the hash marks. Trying to force one through traffic. It came up at waist height. Forcer got a piece of it, but the Blades are going to force a 2-on-1 with Marsh and Venus. Marsh over to Ross Venus. He scoops one off his skate, but can't find the target. Chance comes out in front of Hamannik to the back door. A really nice save from Bakashua. As the captain sets up Ross Venus, he's manhandled into the boards. And the Storm again weather the pressure and come up ice with the puck. It's dropped off. Oh, that's poor from the captain. And Penny's going to get a breakaway. Under some pressure on the back check, he digs 5-hole. Saved by Bakashua. Both Tyson Fawcett and Ryan Penny were really digging deep in the gas tank. And it was the netminder that was able to shut the door again, short-handed. To the point, shoveled back in deep. Yanni Larkin has to race across with Hazeldine. The exuberance of youth versus the wily veteran, and Johnny Curran sprung behind the line with the puck. Looks for his options, finds Clemens, he shoots down low, just wide of the target. Back out for Curran on a one-timer. Uprooted Bakashua, but I don't know whether it came off the goalie or it just went between him and the target. I'll have a look again. This is another nice offensive chance driven by transition from this trio, Paul.
I mean, it's wonderful the way Curran, everyone expects him to shoot. The goalie expects to shoot. Curran probably expects to shoot, but he just takes that moment to look up and take the time and set up the chance with a clearer view.
Curran and Brady poke away at it and ends up with the Blaze. Yanni Larkinen in the corner. Albert looks through a crowd, thinks about a pass to the back door. What a tip from Ferrara! It's under Bakashua, and that was a wonderful piece of play, hand-eye coordination, and somehow this stays out.
You can just see here, that is not Ferrara's usual place. His office is by the dots, he's usually going top of, he's just there, and it's a wonderful tap. Bakashua, more by luck than judgment it feels, gets that one. But again, great reflexes, you've got to be in the right position to make the save.
Yep.
He's always referred to as a game of inches.
3 minutes of a big chunk of change remaining in the second period. Oh, dumped it on Mott down low. Sticks it aside, was thinking that Gibson was going to be a little bit more on that puck. It's come out loose in front. Nice poke check from Evan Bludoff. And Evan Bludoff is going to try and put the foot down here. He's got a 2-on-1 with Cook if he can find him. Saucer pass is sublime! Cook just couldn't dig it out of his skates. Wonderful play from Evan Bludoff. Usually more of a scorer than a playmaker. But that Saucer pass was something you could watch again and again.
We all thought that Chaw could slot into that rotation and be part of a rotating force. However, he's made more of an impact being that centreman the Blaze needed with that skill on the draw.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, he became known, particularly in his time in the WHL, as a really strong centreman. You know, he was hitting around the 60% mark. You know, Brown was sold as a centre that played wing, but I think it's turned out that he's probably, you know, utilised more on the wing by Danny Stewart, and you know, really just show a lot of energy when he's able to come into the lineup. I think for nothing else, you know, it gives Danny Stewart a lot of different options, and if someone has got a bit of an injury, he can rest them for a weekend, and you know, they haven't really lost anything, if that makes sense. As Blaze are trying to dig this puck out behind the goal line, it's come back out in front. Melton on the backhand, he scores! Frankie Melton, a broken play, he was able to dig the puck out, Paul, from out of his feet, and a backhand shoveled into the net with plenty of time left in the third period. The Manchester Storm throw down the gauntlet and say game on.
You see here, it's sloppiness on the Blazers' behalf. They have the puck behind the net, they don't clear it. You basically send it high over the middle if you're absolutely desperate, high around the glass and down the boards. They didn't. The Storm know that we're going to do that. We're going to try and play with it behind the net. They've jumped on it. This is going to be a very tense 15 minutes.
Curran under some pressure in the corner, ends up off the stick of Eichstad, off the glass and out. Nice play from Eichstad. The Blazers are able to rob that puck in the neutral zone. Larkin, and oh, and Melton left his leg out. Yanni's okay and good, because quite frankly that was shades of Ben Lake on Matthew Thompson, and we know how that ended, and you just can't do this at any level, Paul.
You just can't, and unfortunately, it seems to be a trend we're seeing more of in the Elite League. Leaving that leg there, and just clipping the player. It's a horrible way if you get the connection at the wrong time, if you get at the wrong angle. That can be your season, that can be your career.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Here's Cook, big stick lift. Good play from Bakashua to come out and play it. But the Blaze are in there with Cook. He's able to get this free. Clemens, one-timer from Kivilati! Oh, it's a wonderful effort from Yanni Kivilati. And this is either off the pipe or the glove of Bakashua. Judging by his reaction, Paul, I think glove.
I think it's come off the glove as well. If you notice, the Blaze have been trying to pick their shots to the high glove side of Bakashua. Clearly the video shows something. And is that it's just a touch, but it's all you need.
10 seconds left in the kill for the Storm. So far, so good. Ferrara, toe drags. Tries to shove it out in front. Oh, Yanni Larkin had the one-timer. Couldn't get connection on it. I think he might have saw it too late, Paul. But that was Bakashua down and out. That was the net gaping. And that could have had the Blaze ahead. With 10 minutes left. Oh, and there's another check at open ice. Springer on Albert. There's a toe drag from Melton and a save as we look again as chances and hits. And I think this again might have looked a little low, but
there's a trailing leg again there, straight in there. And why aren't they calling these things? You can see that there, clearly left the leg in. Manchester do the smart thing, they play to the whistle. They're clearly used to this playing style, but I don't see how that doesn't get called. But maybe it's just our view from up here.
Stretch pass finds Curran. He comes across the line. Looks up high. Oh, Bakashua gloved it, but he fumbled it. And he gets away with one. Pass comes out from Larkin and he shoots. Oh, and that's a wonderful save from Bakashua. Larkin grabbed it, turned it, shot it. But Bakashua saved it. Comes out from Melton. Who has the game-tying goal on his stick, Frankie Melton. Does he have the winner? That'll be something. Critchlow in the corner. Tries to get it out to the point, stripped by the Blaze. They've got a 3-on-1. Big chance of this game with 2 minutes to go. It goes to Bludoff, hacks it, a massive block from Springer. Huge play from the defenseman. Critchlow will come up the other end to try and kill some seconds, allowing the rest of that line to change. That's a hero play from the defenseman.
Absolutely, he's got a very good chance of winning that team's bruise of the week. That was not a soft shot by any stretch of the imagination.
Faceoff's going to come to the right of Mott. Manchester have a very aggressive face-off lineup, as you'd expect. The win and the one-timer is what they're looking for, and they get, but it's a save from Mott. And that'll be all she wrote in regulation. Both teams earning a vital point each. Who's going to be able to grab the extra one and offer here, Paul?
Yeah.
Down for Venus. Tracked it well, Ross Venus, under a little bit of pressure as Halbert gloves it out the air to himself. Comes down for Curran. Venus in front, looking for Halbert. It came off Critchlow. That was very, very close to the dagger blow that the Blaze wanted for the extra point. Venus takes a tumble with the man. Comes out in the corner. Blaze looking to work it out for Venus. Oh, he's put it into the rafters. A stickless Bakashua with the game on his blade, and Venus couldn't seal it.
Bakashua's flailing for it there. That's another chance for Venus that we should be putting those in every day of the week, but it's been a game like that. It's been a close one away, but you see here, it's a great move to pull it back across to Venus. They're turning the Storm defence back on itself.
That puck's chipped out of the air by Kivilati. He's going to get there first. Deeks around one man, has an option. Shot comes in from Chalk. It's right into the middle of the goalie, and he'll hang on.
Blaze have now have a power play. If you notice, the arm was up. It was clearly, if you see there, as they were moving it around on the actual transition itself, the Manchester player got his hands a little bit too much all over the Blaze player. So we'll now spend 2 minutes 4-on-3 to the Blaze.
Albert sets up. I'd say it was a 1-3-1, but it's a 1-3 that splits. Larkinen. Halbert shoots through a crowd off a body. Alpha Ferrara. Back to Halbert. Joni Larkinen. Halbert again. Ferrara the one-timer. Good blocker saved by Bakashua. Moved laterally on his pads and made the stop. Halbert over to Jani Larkin. It was a saucer pass that got over the stick of the Finn. But the Blaze come out the other end with the puck. Albert. Ferrara's on the back door. Unsurprisingly, it comes to Ferrara. Albert shoots off the post, I think. Might have been the stick that hit the pipe and Boccaccio made the save. But certainly something hit the red pipe.
Absolutely. The Blaze are using the space well. They're taking their time. They've got to with this. The longer they can pin a unit out there for Manchester, the better it'll be for them.
Bluff does a great job of bustling through the crowd. Comes out for Albert. He blazes it over the target. The Coventry Blaze have had a couple of opportunities to put the final dagger in, but Brady's picked up that errant pass, and the Storm will kill. Some seconds remaining in this power play. Blaze have 45 to go. Earhart can only play that back behind him for Simmons, who has to bail into the neutral zone. He'll attack though, Simmons. Gets round one man, shoots upstairs! Oh, the top of the net was gaping, but he just put it too high. 10 seconds to go. Delmers drops it off. Simmons again tries the toe drag. Halbert gave him a little bump. Do the Blaze have time for one more shot? Halbert winds up drives. Comfortable save, but Boccaccio, it did come out for Curran. The time wasn't on their side. Paul Shipman, a shootout. Yeah, Frankie Melton, who has the game-tying goal. Scored on the back end. He's on the forehand now. Shoots off the iron. Had CJ Mott looking down low, Paul, but he couldn't find the target.
You can see it here. He's playing. They're all trying to get the CJ Mott moving. It's a cracking shot. Mott clearly had it covered, but I think he'll be thanking his post for jumping in the way of that one.
Yanni Kivelati will be the first shooter for the Blaze. In on Boccaccio. He's a lefty. What will he try? Changes speed and scores! On the backhand. Boccaccio bit a little. And I don't think it was the speed change that fooled him.
I think it's the shot that you'll see that he is trying to keep his pads low. It slows his movement side to side. When there's players there to clear out in the D, it works for him. Clearly we've used that as an identified that as a weakness in the shot. And Kivelati could stick handle in a phone booth.
Brady's the man to take the second shot for the Storm. In on Mott. Shoots! And he puts it wide of the target. Tried something similar to Kivelati, Paul, but he just couldn't again find the twine.
Yeah, you've got the fantastic thing here, the same sort of idea. Mott commits late, commits last, commits quickly, gets that leg fully flush and down, taking away the bottom of the net. He's then got to try and adjust his angle.
Luke Ferrara, the Blazers' leading goal scorer. Can he give them some breathing room in the shootout? Fakes. Oh, he just couldn't get connection. And that'll be all she wrote. Boccaccio looks at the heavens. That was close.
Boccaccio lying there afterwards in the crease in a draw me like one of your French girls position, just to make sure the refs are absolutely saying it can't go any further forwards.
Yep. Of course, you can't pull it backwards either, as Fawcett, the righty. Speaking of players who've got good stick handling, he's among them. Fakes twice, shoots, good save by Mott. Rolls to his left.
Hold on, it looks like it's been given.
Oh, it has been given. Mott is furious. And from here, with the back of the goalie protecting the view, we couldn't tell. Mott is livid, as you'd expect.
You never find a happy goalie at the best of times, but in terms of that one, we just don't have the view to see it. So it'll be interesting to see what the ref comes over and says to the Blaze bench.
But before he covered his mouth, it was that went in. Either way, Evan Bludoff will step up. One apiece in the shootout now, Paul. Can Evan Bludoff get the Blaze advantage back? Here he comes. Has a good amount of speed, shoots low. He digs it out the feet, Boccaccio.
Evan Bludoff has had great success in the shootouts using the same move every time. He's also had some great success in regular plays in the same move. Normally it's okay being a one-trick pony if you're very good at that trick. Didn't work on Boccaccio on this occasion.
Yep. Here comes Curtis Hamilton. Can the Storm get two in a row in the shots? Shoots, he can! That's a wonderful finish. And from being one behind to being one ahead just like that, Ross Venus is going to step out, and all eyes are on the man with a lot of caps for the club. What's he going to try? Glances up at Boccaccio. takes his time. Deeks! Good pad save. He didn't know where it was, Bakashua, but it wasn't in the net. And now Delmas has a great chance to finish it.
I think that you see Venus come in there. We're not sure what's going on there. Bakashua just shuts down his options, gets himself over the puck in a good lean to it, so it's going to be hard to roof it over him.
The defenseman, the righty. Can he put this game to bed? There's a lot of discussion between the Stripies and CJ Mott, but here we go. What could Delmas try? Silky hand! Silky finish! And the Storm get the extra point. Nice work from the defenseman, Paul, sorry.
He brings it in, it's a very good touch, a very good hand. He gets Mott to commit going to the blocker side, as most of the shots have been going to that side, and manages to pull it back and past him. Mott is very unhappy with that. You've got to think, how much did that one being given throw him off his game?